rolling from Bonds Williams Studios East, aka the Jabro. 16-inch Remo Ambassador, which I need to put on the bottom, diddly bottom, diddly bottom. This is this 16 by 16 floor tom, you'll see, which is rotate, a Tama Imperialstar from 1980-ish. You know what I mean? It has the older of the tone controls. Anyway, check this out. I need to change the bottom head because the bottom head I have is just a black dot. And it's not really happening. I'm just not digging on the other side here. So I'm going to just swap this out for the Ambassador. Everybody who uses the double key method thinks they invented it. Myself included. Back in 1980. All right, so check this out. 8 lug, as they are, right? 16-inch floor tom. Tama Imperialstar, which is what they used to call it Luan mahogany. You know, that same, what they generally kind of used before the, poplar and then what's the other, basswood. But before that, there was a really, I think it was cheaper price-wise, but it was also, they used to use it in doors, like wood doors, a couple layers, but you could punch your way through it. But if you put like 7 or 8 layers of that and turn it into a frickin' cylinder, it's pretty frickin' strong. And hard. It has a lot of resin, like a lot of, what if you call it, I don't know, it gives it a tone. But you got to remember with the Imperialstars too, Copeland tuned his stuff up pretty high. But of course, I think his floor tom, he cranked up the 10 on the 12 and the 13. But I'll bet the 14 was, or the 16 floor tom, you probably want that for a little just low end. Anyway, but I'm just going to tune this baby as is, as I normally do it. Now, you know I have tuning videos, but also everybody has tuning videos. What I use is, generally speaking, when I put this head on, I'm going to make sure it's seated okay. And then I'm going to, I treat it essentially as a cross and then an X, right? So it's 8. So I'll kind of, or I'll go around as a clock from 1 all the way around to 12, taking the wrinkles out. See all the wrinkles here? Can you see? Can you see all the wrinkles here? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Watch out for this diode. All right. So, you just use your fingers to remove these. All right, hang on. This is coming off right now. Here. Every time. That is like a sniglet. There should be a sniglet. Back in the day, they call them sniglets, like a word that you make up for when every time you go to take that off, and there's always, no matter what one, that has not been loosened. My back feels funky. I think I might just damage my back in the old school fashion on camera. Hang on, let me, seriously. What you gotta do is you gotta sit for a sec. And I'm gonna go, check this out. This won't be in the video. What you do, you don't even have to think about keeping your knees straight at this point. You just go like this. See, the problem is I have a torso. My torso is too tall for my legs. So what we're gonna do, well, we're gonna make sure this isn't on a cord. Off the cord. Nice. And what you can do sometimes when you do this You can use a screwdriver or whatever just to tighten things up. I mean, make sure nothing's loose. It's a good idea just to feel around. Just in case something's a little kind of unscrewy, just blast it back in. But look at this too. Here's a treat of the Tama floor tom legs of this era. Retractable spur action on the floor tom legs. And I know you see that in the Yamaha, the higher end stuff back, but Tama was one of the first companies to do it, apart from Sonar, right? Sonar had that mojo going on. Snare stands too. So hey, I'm gonna leave this here. Shit, I shouldn't have adjusted it because I had to adjust the height I wanted it. But that's a thing here on this Imperialstar. Look at the re-ring. These were so unnecessary, but at the time I'm sure Tom was like, you know, that big American market are used to the re-rings, you know, and the Rogers and the Ludwig and the Slingerlands, not Gretsch so much, but they didn't need them. All right, so check it out. The head, give it the little, yeah, go like this. Now that's on. Now what I'm gonna do, yeah, this is nice. So it doesn't matter to me where the logo goes. So there's a coated ambassador, the regular, not the vintage. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going around and just getting the rods into the inserts. And so here we go. All right. All right, so check it out. So I'll get it about here, right? Go around, just triple check. Yeah, the guy, you know, I really should get my, okay, alrighty then. Here it is. So we're here. So what I'm going to do is, see, I'm going to push this guy. The key, I'm going to use the Premier. This is from the APK, XPK, like 90s era. A little later. This is more of the Elites from about 12 or 13, 14 years. Here we go. All right, so here we go. So I'm starting at my 12. So I'm thinking of it as a plus sign and an X, right? I mean, not, you know, it's not that comp, but it's just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Push down on a whole bunch, start at the 12. What you're doing, see this? You're kind of just going like this. You're getting a feel for your thumb pushing and your finger. And you can just kind of feel if there's a tension differential. You know what I mean? Just make sure there's not something whack. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a half turn. Okay? And I'll just go up and around. Half turn. I might regret, we'll do a half a turn. And then I might back it off a smidge. Let me see. Now that was tighter. So I'm going to leave that guy. Well, I gave it a little. I gave it about 40% of its half turn. This, yeah. Okay, hang on. And then here. And then here. Right? Right? Yeah. Yeah, I think we might be there. Wait, I can't impale. You got to be careful with the spikes. The retractable, that's probably why they did away with them on floor toms, because it wasn't really they were not really necessary. Although it did come in handy on the snare drum stand. When doing Moby Dick, at least the solo with my hands, I used this old pearl snare stand. And when I'd hit the snare, the whole thing would bounce and move around. So from George Flutis, that's how I met Bonhomology, back in 1996 probably. Maybe 7 or 8. But in the 90s, which right now the 90s is what the 60s was to the 90s. So right now here in 2025, and I'm talking about 1997, which is like, yeah, wow, that was like 7 or 8 years ago. Yeah, it's 28 years ago. Anyway, got the snare stand. Hold on a second here. I got to get this done. That'll do the job. I mean, how does it sound to you? The problem is there's something that it's not tight enough in a certain spot on the bottom. Right. That's what the issue is. So again, I'm going to push it. Kind of just get an idea. You just can get it. You can get an idea for kind of how squishy it kind of is. So you're still breaking it in, you know. All right, there you go. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around. Well, that one I'm going to keep. It's pretty tight. This one, yeah. This one, this one. Yeah. This, well, you know what I might do is not do anything. Hang on. I did a little here, but you know, part of the thing is, again, you can do, you take it over and you feel it, and you just go like that again, because you're kind of just getting out the, okay. Bow. I don't know, many tones there. Uh-oh. Okay, hang on. We might have to adjust the top. No. 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 This is the top. No. Oh, okay, so, all right, yeah, that's pretty, okay, this, we might be getting there. Yeah, that does the job. My back. This is it. My torso's longer than my legs. It throws everything off. All right, here we go. Yes. Okay. The grand opening of the the grand opening. This is new to me. Okay. The grand opening of the recently redone floor tom. Bottom head replaced from a black dot that gave it a doinky type character to now more of a Bonhamy, coated headed. Time out. Okay, time out. All right, here we go. Okay, time out. Here we go. On the kit, 26, 13, 14, 16. Tama Imperialstar, 1980. Except for the 9x13, which might be 81-ish. Re-rings. Floor tom in business, I think. Right here, wax, bandcamp.com or bonzolim@gmail.com. Def right here, wax, def right here.